All right, everybody, welcome back to the shop. We are working on the S10 pickup truck, little drag radial truck that me and my dad are working on. Gary has been working on this, grinding a bunch of stuff, setting up stuff. He has engineered most of this, did all the drawings and everything. So how we're doing this is kind of a different setup. And, we're not going to be all top secret with this. You're going to look like this is kind of rigged. But we have a Pro Mod, like adjustable four-link that we can raise up and down. And then we're going to put some short upper bars on this. So we're going to be able to run really short upper bars. Kind of like a Mustang, maybe we'll get an 8-inch bar in there, but we're going to make that adjustable. So we're not just going to do like some of these guys have unequal length four links. So that it pitches the rear end a little bit better and it digs in, and it works good for low prep or no prep. But we also have it set up for a 28 10.5-inch tire. That's going to be the most of the races we're going to run, probably 8th mile. The bigger tire is going to be, we have it set up for a 34.5 17, so it's like a funny car tire. So we can fit that in there too. The truck's pretty low to the ground, so we don't want to bubble the actual pickup bed or the tonneau cover or whatever we're going to put on top of it. We don't really want to put a bubble in it, but the truck's only going to be like 5 inches off the ground, so it's going to be pretty low. So the tricky thing about this is, in a truck, that four link's about 22, 23 inches long. So with this setup here, because it's an extended cab, this is actually like 122 inches or something like that. It's really long. And it's got an extra 12 or 18 inches in it because of the extended cab. So part of that is we kind of thought, well, longer wheelbase makes it a little bit more stable when you're running it, which is a really fast truck. Quarter mile of this thing ought to run 210 miles an hour, probably 690s or something in there. And 8th mile, we probably ought to run like 440s at 170. So a pretty quick little truck. But it's all certified like 25.3, 25.4, somewhere in there. Just depends on the weight. We'd like to have it at 2,800 pounds. We figure we'll be okay if we're at 3,000. Horsepower on the thing's going to be, we're shooting for 2,200. We'll be happy if we get 1,800 or more. It's just got a little small block Ford in it, twin turbo, so it's nothing real fancy. We don't have a mod motor. This is not a big block or anything like that. We don't have any crazy stuff in this. It's a nice little setup though. But everything is custom in this. It's a really good funny car cage. We beefed it up a little bit more, so we're not just using the minimum rules. So we're making it a little bit more safer, a little bit thicker tubing and everything. So it's coming along really good. We've got the housing almost all welded, but we're waiting for some of the stuff to finish that. So we wanted to get this four link in here, and if you look at that, it's got these bars. So that four link goes down there, and we can actually raise or lower it in the truck. So hopefully we can run big tires, small tires. We can pretty much make it work whatever we want. So probably not going to run a lot of big tire stuff. So pretty much we want to run 8th mile small tire and probably low prep stuff. And it's just going to be a fun truck. We're not going to go out and compete. We can't, 2,200 horsepower, that's good horsepower, but it's all steel, all glass, has a fiberglass hood on it, but really it has the stock floor pans in it. So if you look at this, it really still has a lot of the stock floor pan in it. So it's basically a back half. So back half from cab back. We want to be able to get the transmission out from the inside. So we are making a pretty good sized tunnel on it. The firewall, we're working on some rules with where they said you can't set the engine back further than the firewall. Here is the furthest part of the firewall right here. And if you look down it, we got the engine set right there. So it should apply to those rules. The only thing that some of these guys say they got stock firewalls. Well, we've seen guys that are doing this. They got barely a stock firewall in here, and it's all cut out and everything. So, maybe they don't like the way we're going to do the firewall on this, and maybe that'll exclude us from running some classes. But it is a real factory truck, though. So if you look at it, you got a VIN number on it right there, and we're going to run the exhaust down underneath, and we're going to actually run the exhaust instead of just doing a bullhorn. I think we're going to run down the side of this and then out the back. So it'll be, we can run bullhorns if we want. We can exit right there, or actually we can bring it down and run it out here at the bottom. So it'll work like that. But sorry we haven't had a lot of updates on it. Been really busy, but it is coming along. There's a lot of stuff that we're doing to it. So anyways, thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and stay tuned. We're going to start posting a lot more videos. Thanks. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good day.